I make my sacrifices, but she also makes hers, and you know, we all got to kind of like work together to try and achieve. I know how good she is, and I fully back that she'll go to the top, and she'll be, you know, a legend in the sport. So I'm going to try and help her every step of the way.
It's a good matchup. I've seen her before. She's a really nice girl, and she's always super smiley. She's like super pretty and just a really nice girl. So if she stays the way she is, there's going to be nothing to say beforehand. Just sorry afterwards.
Inaba, what kind of problems does she pose for you?
None. I feel like one thing I will say is these girls are going to be most dangerous now because they have nothing to lose. Like they're coming to take everything I have. You know, I won the tournament last year. Inaba, Sumiko, she's 8-1, I think. She's no more, like she knows what she's doing. She's been around, she's experienced, and I know that she's going to come and give everything she's got, but she's no problem for me.
If you go into the second or third round, you're not happy with that. Where does that killer mentality come from?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like some fighters have that and some don't. Family are very like, we're all humble about it, and we all remind ourselves all the time, like, you wouldn't have anything else if you didn't have the fighting. So make sure that's always like the first thing. Make sure you're still in the gym, you're still training hard, and then you can enjoy everything else that comes with it. But that fighting is like still the most important part and will always be. As soon as you stop fighting, this could possibly all kind of just go. My mum's always been super aggressive when she was fighting, so I definitely get it from her fighting gene. Literally a 1% of fighters that have that like killer instinct. I'm always addicted to like things that challenge me, you know. I don't want anything easy.
I don't hear a lot of fighters calling you out.
No.
Do you?
No, you hear them like shit talking, but that's about it. That's just to stay relevant, isn't it? But nobody actually like calls me out these days, especially not after I won the tournament last year. Everyone's gone quiet. They were all celebrating because I wasn't in the season this year.
Yeah, I know. It was like every knockout you had, quiet. Yeah. And then that big cheer was, oh, she's not in the tournament this year.
Yeah.
Dakota 2.0, dangerous coming. Don't you worry, she's not gone anywhere. She's coming back stronger. So for me, I'm getting in there the same amount of violence, if not 10 times more, because they've made me wait half a year. Honestly, I could literally fight any time of the day, any day of the week. Like, you could just put me in the cage and I'd just go for it. So for me, it doesn't really matter where it is, when it is. I'm going to be ready.
Sumiko Inaba, the opponent. I mean, obviously, she's got an impressive record as well. Maybe not as well known as you at this point, but 8-1, a formidable opponent. I guess, what do you think about her?
Yeah, I mean, when they come up with her name, like, you can't say your nose up to fighters like that. You know, she might not have been around for a while, but I mean, 8-1, 9-1. She's kind of been around longer than I have in this Bellator and MMA world. So for me, she's going to come for it. And these are always the most dangerous fighters, you know, the ones that don't have anything to lose. She's a little bit more of a striker. She'll grapple as well, but I feel like she's going to stand and trade a little bit. So I'm excited. It's a great matchup and a great girl as well. I've seen her around in the tournament last year and she's always super nice, so I don't really have anything bad to say about her. I feel like me and PFL have been on a journey. Like, I'm a little bit of an example for kind of the next generation. Is setting off PFL Europe as well. I feel like UK fighters over there now that I know, it's like I kind of started it off, you know. Now like we know loads of UK fighters that are on the Europe scene and they're all kind of progressing. It's nice to be an example. I quite like it.
Like if the UFC went away, the PFL will probably take up the slack. PFL is going to get people to pay attention. There's one who's really interesting, who's this monster. She's terrifying.
You could fight any female right now. Who would you want to go with?
Valentino Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top. You know, I'm still 26. She's been around for a long time.
Right now, I'm not too sure that Shevchenko is the best 125er there is. This girl, man, she goes after people. She is nasty.
Valentina has to fight this woman.
This is mentally the strongest I've ever been.
You know, competition is important to me, so if you're going to put me with the same girls and have the same girls in the tournament, I'm not really that interested.
You've just mentioned there that you want to be the queen of this division worldwide.
We were just kind of thoughts about going into the UFC.
Thought about for many, many years and just not been in the position to do it. People now with me beating Tyler Santos, they want to see like what else I'm capable of, so it's got to be something more.
People thought she would against Shevchenko. You know, she's never been stopped. She's never been stopped. Shevchenko didn't stop her. People thought she beat her. And now what can people really say? Made it look like another can on the list, as people always comment on my stuff.
I've watched her in the UFC, you know, I'm not in denial about how good she is, but at the same time, like, I'm definitely more dangerous than her, but obviously the experience is going to play in her part.
It's getting to the point where you got to start thinking, who's she going to fight next? I mean, there's always opponents. but she's so nasty. Listen, I don't know who's going to be jumping up screaming for Shevchenko. I can tell you that. I mean, she is literally a wrecking machine. I mean, she is an animal.
Who are the people that you say you could beat in the UFC?
I mean, I could have the title if I went there.
Dakota Ditcheva has been talked about in the same breath as Ronda Rousey.
She has the potential to be a superstar. She understands the media game, right? She knows exactly when to switch off that savage and become the sweetheart again. She's got the look, she's got the charisma, and when you have that, plus the ability to knock women out like she does, the sky's the limit.
How old were you when you first did any kind of martial arts?
I was 4.
In your first fight of any kind, how old were you?
4.
4 as well? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
That's I have a 6-year-old daughter. I would never put, what is going on over there? It's called child services. What, 4 years old?
It was in Thai boxing, yeah. So it wasn't head contact, it was like interclubs, but it was like decision fights. We've got some videos of me, and I was just as aggressive back then as I am now. Even as a kid, you could really see it in me, like through the videos.
The fight I just showed you featured Dakota Ditcheva at only 16 years old. She was much slimmer but still deadly, finishing her opponent with a signature body shot. Even back then, she was clearly way ahead of the competition.
Feeling happy, but there's always the downsides on it as well. But
the downside?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I always look at what I can improve on. My mum always says that to me as well, but it's just me.
Even right after her victory, she is thinking about what she can improve on. That's a huge insight to the mindset of a champion. That's not hype, that's pedigree. This isn't another brawler. Dakota moves like a sniper, cold, precise, and unforgiving. She executes. Long reach, lethal kicks, deadly calm. She makes violence look effortless. Now she's undefeated, untouched, and only getting better.
How do you not let all of this get to your head now? You're now, like you said, you were all over the place, you're being pushed, they seem to be really behind you. How do you not let your head get too big and stay grounded?
I think I'm just that type of person anyway. I am just like a humble person, I love to fight. Like I've always said, if I could take the fame away, I would still fight. That's not why I've originally done it. It's not to be famous and become this crazy, world star or anything. It's just kind of happened as I've been fighting, but just love the sport, and my family around me as well. We're all the same, so I think that'll just keep me very grounded. At the beginning, it was to be the top Thai boxer, the top female Thai boxer, but Thai boxing still, I don't feel like has, got the buzz behind it that MMA has. I saw more of a career in MMA, and it was always something I've always looked at. Like I used to watch Shevchenko and Joanna. I want the girls to bring the heat and brutal fights where you go all out.
Ditcheva has stated that her ultimate goal is to become a UFC world champion.
Early in your career, you said the goal was to one day fight for the UFC. That is out there, and I'm not trying to cause any trouble here, but I did see it.
Yeah.
That was before you met the PFL.
It's every fighter's dream to be a UFC champion. That is the top level at the moment, and I'm here to be the best.
Dakota Ditcheva is tearing through everyone the PFL puts in front of her. It's starting to look like she's completely outclassing the competition. At this point, fans are desperate to see her take the next step and test herself against the best in the world. Hit like on the video if you want to see her make the jump to the UFC, and let me know in the comments. Do you think she'd dominate the division, or would she finally get exposed?